Good morning, everyone. Okay, so we've got a few decent movers today. VKTX moving a little bit, gapping up from 1062 to 1082. GLMD, a crazy gap up from 680 all the way to 1959. Probably the biggest mover with the most volume this morning. Really crazy move up. Also, you can see NAKD gapping up from 148.57, essentially 150 up to 204, sitting over the whole dollar of 2 now. We have PALY, which is Dave and Buster's. You can see this one's gapping up a lot as well. A big percentage gap from 47.83 to 54.40. A big move. I'm watching a few other ones. A lot of stuff isn't tradable today on TradeNet. Yeah, I noticed that as well, Mitch. Kind of a bummer. GLMD is not. That's kind of what I'm bummed out about. But I'm also watching FRSX. You can see a small gap up. I don't think this one's tradable either. Oh, FRSX is tradable, so I'll be watching this one. That's weird. This one looks like a low float stock. I don't know why GLMD is not tradable, but aggravating. FRSX is tradable. There's also RH, although it's much more expensive than I usually trade. But you can see RH is gapping up from 118 to 142. Basically almost 143, so a huge gap up on this one, a really big percentage move, and I may try to trade it. I'm not used to trading more expensive stocks, but I'm going to watch it for sure. BLDP gapping up from 287 to 318. This one looks interesting as well. What else? AXON, continuation from the last few days. Watching this one, see if it can break under this 476 low of yesterday. And maybe if it can break under this low right here at 426, if it can get that low, going to be keeping an eye on that. APRI, really cheap penny stock. This one's not tradable. It's gapping up from 42.74 to 50 cents. So a big move on that one. PSTI. PSTI had a really nice gap up to 190, but it gave almost all of it back. It's sitting at 150 now, and that's it so far. So yeah, let me see how many of these are actually tradable. I don't think GLMD is. No, GLMD is. NAKD is. Frustrating. Those are my two favorite ones. FRSX is tradable. RH is tradable. PALY is tradable. BLDP is not tradable. AXON is tradable. APRI is not. PSTI is not. Man, this is frustrating. So about half of the watch list, maybe a little bit less than half. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, half of the watch list isn't tradable, so 5 out of 10. Frustrating for sure, but we'll try to make it work today, see what we can find. Last week was so good. Last week was so good for tradable stocks too. Almost everything on my watch list last week was tradable. This week, not so much, but VKTX still looks somewhat interesting. That's the one I'm mainly watching. So let's look up the news on some of these and try to figure out why some of these are effectively moving. The first one I want to look at is GLMD. It probably has the biggest gap up here. Alright, so this is a bio stock. And this one is up because a positive study came out from the study of liver disease treatment. I said lizard disease. Liver disease treatment. So it's an Israel bio company, and yeah, it reported positive results from a trial from its experimental liver disease drug Aramcol. GLMD. It's targeting the drug to treat non-alcoholic steatohepatitis. It's basically a fast-growing cause of liver cancer and liver transplants. So that's interesting. Positive data on GLMD. This one just skyrocketed up from $6.80 to almost $20, so a huge move. Getting up there to about almost 200%. Well, as of now, it's up over 200%. No, not quite. Almost 200% up since yesterday, where it closed at $7. So interesting. The next one I'm looking at is NAKD. I know I can't trade this one either, but this one's moving nice. NAKD. Okay, so NAKD is up. Shareholders approved a merger with Brendan, and that's why NAKD is up. So yeah, Monday they voted and approved a merger with a private New Zealand-based company called Brendan Limited. The terms of the merger are Brendan and the small cap apparel shop NAKD. They're basically exchanging their shares for new ones with an entity named Holdco. So merger approval for NAKD, that's ultimately why it is up. I'm wondering if Ustock or if TradeNet will add these in the upcoming days. We'll see. The next one I'm looking at is PLAY, which is Dave & Buster's Play, is the ticker name. Alright, so it posted its Q1 results late yesterday, and that's ultimately why it's up. It had good first quarter results. Let me see if I can find a little bit more info on it. A lot of buy ratings getting upgraded. A lot of ratings getting upgraded for PLAY. But yeah, so this is basically up. Dave & Buster's is up on good earnings. You can see gapping up from 47.83 to 54.50. Alright, so I'm moving on to VKTX. I doubt any new thing is out on VKTX, but I can check it just to be safe. Okay, so yeah, it does have some news. So VKTX, this came out this morning. It announced closing of the public offering of common stock, and it sold about 8.6 million shares in that offering, and it raised $77.5 million in gross proceeds. So they closed the public offering, but they made almost 78 million, 77.6 million in gross proceeds. So the offering worked out for them, and you can see it's gapping up some in pre-market. This is one I'm really interested in. I know I can trade this one. Good luck, Power Zone. I hope it works out for you, bro. What's up, Best? Good morning, Power Zone. Good morning, Best. Good morning, Mitch. Skynet, good morning. Seven, good morning. John, good morning. TJ, what's up, man? All right, so still looking at my watch list. What's up, Joshua? What's up, bro? All right, so a few other ones I was looking at yesterday. Let's see, you can see CLWT. CLWT looks somewhat interesting. I don't know if I can trade it. No, I can't trade it, man. That's frustrating. And then some of the bigger caps, FIT. Look at FIT, looks interesting. Let me look up FIT, see why it's moving like it is. Some good news had to come out for it yesterday. It kind of skyrocketed up in the second half of the day. Let me see. All right, so Andrew left. Earlier reported bullish stance on Bloomberg TV. So apparently somebody, he must be a relatively known investor, reported his bullish stance on Bloomberg. And so that's why FIT is up, which is Fitbit. Let me see if I can find anything else that's up for it. Yes, Citron says stock could more than double, predicts Google may acquire the company. So there's talks of Google possibly acquiring Fitbit. A lot of people are really bullish. They have a really bullish sentiment on Fitbit, and so that's one to watch today. Another one I'm looking at is, hey buddy, don't play on the stairs. Yep, stay down here.
No, my cars are racing.
Okay, I know, but you can't race them on the stairs, bud.
No, the train's watching.
Okay.
On the stairs.
Okay, but you don't climb up the stairs. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry guys, my son, I'm letting my wife sleep in a little bit today, so I gotta multitask and watch him while I stream. You guys better love me for this. I do it every day no matter what. So anyways, a couple of the larger stacks, larger cap stocks like AMD was kind of moving yesterday. I kind of glanced in pre-market. RH, you can see it's an expensive stock. Let's take a look at it. It is up from 118.73 to 143.21. So really big move on RH. Let's see if I can find out why this one's moving like it is. So a lot of price targets raised. Man, a lot of news on this one. Okay, so RH had good first quarter results, and they had an earnings call transcript for yesterday that's out. Also, they forecast stronger growth, and it's going to focus on members and the operating model a little bit more. And so that's a kind of a bullish press release. So I think a lot of people are buying it, and that's ultimately why it's up. We'll see how it acts at the open. I think it's up a ton on that news. I mean, earnings are good, but that's a huge percentage move for this one. So we'll see where it goes. GLMD all the way up to 21. Man, this thing's skyrocketing. All right, so another one I'm looking at is, let's see, FRSX. All right, so yeah, it announced first sale of its quad site prototype. So basically, they have a prototype called Quad Site, and they actually had their first sale of that. Let me see if I can figure out what it is. Yeah, it said it sold its first prototype of Quad Site, which is a quad camera vision system for semi-autonomous and autonomous vehicle market. Interesting. So they said they got their first sale. That's why FRSX is up. That one's interesting to keep an eye on. Let me see. There's also, if you like the cheap penny stocks, you can see there is APRI up to 50 cents. Big gap. Let's see if I can find anything on APRI. No, I don't see anything on APRI. Must just be up on technicals or a pump for APRI. Another one I'm looking at is BLDP. Yeah, you can see BLDP's gapping up from 287 to 318. All right, so something came out on it yesterday. BLTP said on Monday it has signed a 3.5-year extension to its current technology solutions contract with Audi. So yeah, it extended the high motion program to August of 2022, and they say the deal is worth 80 to 130 million, but that is not $1 million. So in dollars, that would be 62 to 100 million. So extended contract for BLDP, you can see it is up. Let's see if I can find anything else. I think that's basically it. PSTI may be the last one that looks interesting. It gapped all the way up to 150 or to 190, but it came right back down to 150. So we'll see where this one goes. All right, so yeah, so PSTI reported positive top line results. from its multinational phase 2 study. But there had to be something that they saw that they didn't like. People have to be seeing something they don't like in this press release, because it went from 190 down to 151. And so I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this one. But they obviously found something they didn't like with PSTI, so you can see it's down a ton from where its highs were at in after hours. What's up, guys? Yeah, surfing. GLMD's up a ton, man. Yeah, actually, Mitch, I like VKTX probably better than any of the other ones. Adi, my trip's good. I'm still on it. I'm in Florida now. You guys can probably hear my son banging around in the background. He's up with me today. But yeah, my trip was good. Not too bad. Yeah, Fit is going global. RH had good earnings. What's up, Tiny? Yeah, no worries, no worries. Appreciate it, Tiny. Thanks, it means a lot. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Yeah, I try to let her rest sometimes, you know. PSTI looks interesting, Meryl. Like I said, they had to see something that they didn't like, because it went from 190 back down to 150 from its high, so it looks interesting. It had to they had to find something in those press releases they don't like. Good morning, Eric. Yeah, VVPR, I'm kind of PO'd at TradeNet, because VVPR used to be tradable. Like when this one was moving a ton, they added VVPR, and so they removed it again. So VVPR is not tradable anymore. It used to be tradable, and they took it off for some reason. So I'm frustrated with that. Good morning, NYC. Yeah, for sure, TJ. I wish I could short it. It's not tradable on TradeNet, unfortunately. Last week was good with stocks that were tradable. This week is bad. And I guess, you know, you're going to have your good weeks and your bad weeks for TradeNet. But thus far, you know, this week hasn't been a great week regarding tradable stocks on TradeNet. Jeremy, I'm on vacation. I'm actually staying in Florida for a few days, and then I'm going to go back to Louisiana for a few days, and then I'm going back home next week sometime. Hold on, guys. My son just walked outside. Let me grab him real quick. Hey, bud. Hey, come here. Come stay inside.
What are they doing? A worm.
A worm? Did you eat it? Worms taste good, bud. You should eat the worm. No, I'm just kidding. Don't eat the worm. That's not good.
We couldn't trap the dirt at the dirt cup, and then we called the worm a gummy worm.
Yeah, gummy worm. Worms live in dirt, bud.
That's why I put it.
Good morning, Baron. Yeah, a lot of them have news, Bashar. A lot of them are earnings. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them are earnings. There's some, a few of them had positive studies. Bashar, you must have just joined. I just went over all the news for these stocks. Yeah, from what I can remember, PLAY had good earnings. RH had good earnings. GLMD, I think, had a positive study. VKTX finished its offering and made, I think, $76 million, although I'm not 100% sure the exact number. VKTX closed its offering. Fitbit is up on news. I think good earnings as well, and talks of getting acquired by Google. That makes sense, BB. So that's why a lot of the stocks aren't tradable. Okay, that makes sense. So BB says it's because it has to have a minimum of 500,000 in volume within a 3-month period. Okay, so yeah, when a stock starts to run, that's when they add it. That makes sense. So maybe GLMD will get up there to 500,000. It looks like it may be close. We'll see. That's interesting. I appreciate you giving me that heads up. I didn't realize that. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, for sure. But they also give you an extra $200 in losses. And so you got to take that into consideration as well. And I think the most important thing is the small sizing, you know. FRSK or FRSX. Yeah, FRSX looks decent. Yeah, no, I saw that NYC. That's why Fitbit is up. And I can trade FRSX, so FRSX is interesting. That one's actually tradable as well. But that makes sense, though. Appreciate the info, BB. Okay, sweetie, listen, I need you to help watch them. Okay? Like, no running around too much, and I need you to help watch him, okay? Make sure he doesn't go up there. Thank you. So, Citron, yeah, Fitbit is up. Fitbit looks good. Fitbit's probably one of my main watches. I'm kind of bummed I couldn't trade GLMD, but it looks like it's getting up there in volume. Like, it may have 500,000 shares traded soon. We'll see. Hopefully we can make that. Hopefully we can get that jump and at least trade it tomorrow for GLMD. Maybe try to write it down some after this big move. Appreciate it, BB. Yeah, hey man, we're glad to have you, bro. Where can I check to see how many shares have traded per day, John? Yeah, no, VRSX, it's tradable and trading it. Yeah, y'all can go outside, just don't go in the sand, okay? Y'all can only stay on the deck. Alright, and keep an eye on them. Here, leave that door open if y'all are outside. Leave that door open if y'all are outside. Here, just leave it like that so I can hear y'all. Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Alright, so got a few options. I mean, some days are better than others. Oh yeah, for sure, Jeremy. Once I'm profitable, man, I'm not even gonna use TradeNet anymore. The reason I use TradeNet is because it allows me to get in really cheap with small sizing. You know, like I can buy up to 200 shares for $3 for a round trip. And so that's just really, really rare with any real platform, broker that offers a real platform like this. And so, you know, for that reason, y'all know me, I like to use tiny sizing. At least most of the time I use small sizing. And so it's extremely rare for a broker to offer $3 for a round trip with, you know, 1 or 200 shares. Even 300 shares is like less than $4 for a round trip. And so because of that, I can use small sizing. But once I'm profitable, you know, I'm definitely going to go to a bigger broker, like a real broker. But it's just the reason I like TradeNet is because TradeNet allows me to use that smaller sizing and learn how to trade. You know, it's not no offense to TradeNet, but it's not going to be my end all be all broker. Once I'm profitable and I get my account up some, that's when I'm going to upgrade. But for new traders with a small account that want to trade small sizing, I think it's one of the best options, at least in my opinion. But it's all subjective. Everybody, every trader's different. You know what I mean? Yeah, what he means by the $42, Andres, he means, so basically, TradeNet is similar to a prop firm. Like you pay, in my case, I paid $500, and with that, I got the intro package, which comes with a day trading course. It comes with, I think, a month subscription to their chat room, and it comes with a $700 maximum loss. But with all that, there's a profit split like a prop firm. So it's like a prop firm. They give you $14,000 in buying power like a prop firm would, but there's a commission, or there's a profit split. So anything over 14K in buying power, I have to split with them 70-30. I keep 70%, they keep 30%. And so it's like a prop firm, that's what I'm saying. So you can kind of go back and forth. And if you don't make anything over 14,000, like, they don't take anything out. So it's only over the equity. So like my account's down to like 13,920 something, 13,923, 13,923. They're not taking their percentage out of that. It's only when I get over that 14,000 in buying power. So it's only if I'm a profitable trader do they take that cut. If you're not a profitable trader and your account's down from the 14,000, they give you, it's 0.006 cents per share, or 150 per trade minimum. So if I'm using 100 or 200 shares, it's only $3 for a round trip, if that makes sense. Yeah, if I get over 25,000, I'm probably going to use Interactive Brokers or Centerpoint. Those are two I really want to use. Maybe Speed Trader, I don't know. But either Interactive Brokers or Centerpoint. Hey, kids, y'all gotta try to keep it down a little bit, okay? Okay. Right, they only take the cut on payouts. It doesn't get taken out of your equity or anything like that. It's only if you're profitable enough to withdraw, they take 70%. All right, yeah, no worries, Addy. All right, guys, we got 10 minutes until the open. GLMD, I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. Really, Centerpoint's 50K minimum? Oh, that's a bummer, man. I guess it'll be Interactive Brokers for me if I ever do get it up there, Right, like that's what I'm using TradeNet for. I'm using TradeNet just to become profitable and consistent. It's not... of course I would love to build it up to 100,000 or whatever, but it's just to become profitable and consistent. Like, that's it. But yeah, we got a few options. I'm definitely watching VKTX. Okay, buddy, you need to calm down. Okay. I'll be right back, guys. Gotta reel my kids in a little bit. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's 30K with a referral. Yeah, I've always wanted to try Centerpoint. I've heard really good things about it. I also want to, really, I like Interactive Brokers or Centerpoint. Interactive Brokers I like because their commissions are pretty cheap, I mean, it's a scaling commission rate, but overall, I think Interactive Brokers would be decent. So you can see VKTX is up to 1090. Alright guys, we got about 7 minutes left. My main watches, I mean obviously GLMD is on there. There's also NAKD. I'm going to add FRSX just so I can remember it in the chat. PLAY maybe for a short depending on how it acts, although it could easily push up. But you can see VKTX starting to make a run for this 1150 or 1105 pre-market high. That one looks interesting. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. Sorry about that. So my wife is actually up, and so I'm going to move my computer outside. Okay, if you want to go with the kids. He's upstairs. He's up, though.
He's on the job.
Yeah, CLWT. I don't think I can trade CLWT, but man, look at GLMD still on the move. But yeah, I wish I could trade CLWT too. Alright, so look, VKTX testing those highs here. So the strategy I'm trying to use today is the same one I talked about this weekend and the same one I used yesterday. I'm ultimately looking for a low of the day test and then a bounce back to the VWAP. Going to try to get in on that bounce back. So yeah, like I said, I want to see a stock test the low of the day, have a small bounce back to the VWAP, try to get in on the bounce using the VWAP and preferably the next support or resistance at a half or whole dollar point as my risk in that type of trade, with the low of the day being my reward or possibly under it. So that's really the strategy I'm focusing on this week. I had a decent result yesterday, a small gain. So we'll see. You can see KDMN starting to move a little bit. KDMN. Alright, and it's tradable, so this one might be interesting. It's gapping up from 335 to 354. KDMN starting to run some here. Up to 355, making a big push. FRSX is another one I'm watching. Very low volume though. I definitely want to see some more volume with FRSX here. Nope, since I'm still short bias, man. So yeah, like I said, I want to see. Well, no, basically the strategy I'm using since is like I want to see a stock test the lows and then bounce back to the VWAP, and then I go get in going short with the VWAP or the next half or whole dollar support or resistance area as my risk, and the low of the day as my reward, possibly under it if it does make that break back down. MU moving. Yeah, I like NAKD as well, outsiders. I know, me too, Sean. That's the biggest one. I don't know. It's just moving so much. The risk is there, but we'll see. VKTX taking a pullback. All right, so the market opens up in 2 minutes, guys. All right, so there's the bell. Sorry, guys. I had to relocate a little bit now that my wife's up. Let's see what we got. So MU making a big drop. Trying to get some stuff together. I moved to a different room. Okay. GLMD pushing up some more. It's at 27.01. We'll see if this one can move. VKTX up to 11.15. VKTX up to 11.24, making a test of these highs right here. There's the high of the pre-market break. Up to 11.34 now. All right, so we got MU bouncing back. Let's see what PALY, which is Dave & Buster's, is doing. It's dropping. I figured it probably would. It was just a big gap up. All right, so I'm still watching PALY here. Keeping an eye on it under 54. See if it can break underneath here. GLMD starting to drop. About to test this low of the day at 24. NVP. I'm not showing anything for NVP. FRSX may be dropping under this low right here. So FRSX just dropped under this low at 360. It's down under the $0.50 of 350. VKTX big drop. Alright, so I'm looking at VKTX here. I want to see a bounce right here, maybe up to that VWAP at 11, and then I can get in with a small share size, try to let it work some. So there's the low of the day break on VKTX. It just took a big dive. I want to see a little bit more of a bounce here. What's the other one we were watching? It started with an S today. Somebody brought it up. Let me see. I don't know what happened to it. Let me see. It wasn't FRSX. It was something else. All right, so VKTX bounced some, but I want to see a much bigger bounce up to this VWAP level. It has some support here, and it probably will run into some at 1050 as well. PALY bouncing back. ADOM bearing. Alright, there's the bounce in VKTX. It broke the VWAP though. That's the only thing that's scaring me out of it. No fill. Try to get filled at 1095. Alright, so I'm short with 50 shares. A little bit bigger sizing with this one. See if it can come back down after this big move. My risk is going to be 1108. Let's see if we can get a substantial drop in this one. This down to 1086. Down to 1084. Let's see if we can get a little bit bigger move here. Gonna try to give it a little bit of time. I'm comfortable enough in the trade. I'm just gonna try to let it work for me. Wash back down around these lows preferably. Down to 1082 for a split second. Back up to 1084. Here's another bounce. And see, I could comfortably set my risk at the $11 point, just a little bit over 11. GLMD's breaking under those lows right there at 1027. Testing the $11 area. I'm just going to jump out if it breaks 11. Keeping an eye on it pretty close here. Alright, so I'm going to get out. Wait. I hate it when it does this. Wait. Alright, so I'm out for a 450 loss, so a small loss relative. I don't think it was a bad trade. I still kind of like the trade idea. I just don't like the fact that it broke 11, it broke over the VWAP. It could easily drop back down here, but got out for a small loss. HEBT. Yeah, HEBT spiked nicely. Yeah, see, I got out at the right point where my risk was. It's starting to head back up. So, I think my exit was good with this one. Got out when the risk was too much. And I got out for a very small loss relative to that move. It just made up to 11.15. So, happy with that trade for the most part. Hey, bud. Hey, here, why don't you go downstairs, buddy? Daddy's working. You're not gonna listen? Okay, give me the car.
No.
Okay, then downstairs.
I will sit down here.
No, I see the computer's right here, buddy. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, go play downstairs.
But what if Daddy comes down?
Huh?
What if Daddy comes down?
Here, go play downstairs, bud. Thank you. Yeah, FIT just had a washout long here. Man, I really wish I could have shorted GLMD. This is kind of what I look for. Unfortunately, it's not tradable on TradeNet, but man, really wish I could have shorted it. Oh, I gotta plug my computer in or it's gonna die. Alright, so Yeah, I guess VKTX just kind of faked me out there. Maybe could have gotten a higher entry, but I still like the trade idea. Let's see if I can find anything else that's moving. I know, Outsiders. He's been following me around all morning. Alright, so I mean, I guess I could have held the VKTX, but it just broke over. I mean, it broke over where I wanted it to. Watching Fitbit now. Watching play here as it tests these lows. See if I can get a pullback to the VWAP area at 54. Gonna look for an entry in 54 on PALY. At around 54.78. Fitbit, washout long. Still pushing up. I don't want to butcher your name, but no, I trade any stock that's moving. Like I'm looking at play right now, it's at $54. So yeah, I trade anything that's moving really. LE. Yeah, LE is moving as well. Man, there goes VKTX. So it did what I wanted it to. It just went up there to get me out of it first. Man, there's the drop I was originally looking for. Would have been a nice trade. There's play breaking the low of the day as well. Sorry guys, I think my let me make sure it's on. Yeah, I think when I'm upstairs I don't get as good as Wi-Fi up here, so I'm gonna try to head back downstairs. Have a little bit better connection. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to see where good Wi-Fi would be. I'm still watching PLAY here. If PLAY breaks underneath this area, yeah, look at KDMN here, guys. might try to get in play here. Watching play pretty closely here. But yeah, KDNM has been running some this morning. I was really thinking about jumping in PLAY here. It's kind of what that setup I was looking for. Test of these lows and then a bounce, but didn't get into it. My internet quality should be much better. Juguetes. Nightbot is a bot. It's not a real person. It's just it's a robot programmed to give messages to my chat.
Daddy.
Yeah, bud.
My surprise fell off the TV.
Okay, we'll get it in a little bit, okay?
No, I want you to get it.
I can't get it right now.
Yes, you could.
Hey, no, I'm working right
you
now.
can go down.
Hey.
And then
Hey.
you can get it.
No, listen, I'm not getting it right now. If you keep fussing, I'm not gonna get it at all. Do you
I
understand?
want it.
I'm gonna count to 3. I'm gonna count to 3. If you're still fussing, you don't get your surprise today. Do you understand that? Okay. Get out of here. Okay, we'll get it in a few minutes. Sorry, guys. Alright, so Fitbit falling down some. Breaking underneath the VWAP here on Fitbit. Yeah, he's upset. He dropped his car off the deck and he wants me to go get it. Yeah, I'll get it later.
You're gonna get it once we get to the beach.
Yeah, man. Get out of here. I gotta tell him. If not, he'll bug me all day. He's gotta know. He's a good kid, though. He's 4 years old, and so he doesn't understand anything, really. Yeah. Juguetes, he's crying because he dropped his toy. And so I don't think that's necessarily a emergency right now. I think he'll be alright. GLMD.
I can't find it.
Didn't you drop it?
Yes.
You dropped it, didn't you? Okay, so we know where it is, buddy. And listen, we'll get it today. Alright?
Check, I saw
But-
it. It's in a few minutes.
No, listen, you see me? Look, I'm working right here, bud.
Stick the landing, so nothing to worry about. I want it.
Okay, I know. Listen, buddy, I'll get it. But if you don't stop fussing right now, you know, and you don't be patient, it's all about patience, buddy. You gotta wait and be patient, okay?
I want you to.
Okay, listen, I promise you we'll get it today. But you gotta wait until I'm finished. Is that a deal? Alright, but here, why don't you go outside and talk with daddy and mama, okay?
No.
Okay.
I won't get my car. Tell them.
No, we're gonna get it, bud.
They won't.
Yeah, we will.
Ow, Jack.
Alright, so look, PLAY went right up to this previous support level. Was really thinking about shorting it here. I don't know what it'll do, but it looks halfway decent. Now I gotta walk all the way downstairs for that, Mr. Eric. I don't know if I want to do that right now. Alright, so I'm really keeping an eye on play here. I'm thinking about shorting it with 20 shares.
Ow, ow. Why are you pushing me? Stop.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. Alright, so I'm still watching PLAY here. I'm trying to see what it's going to do here. I may jump in going short. No, you don't understand Outsiders. He's obsessed with cars. Like, he's got like 5 cars that he carries around everywhere he goes, and if he doesn't have them, he throws a fit about it. And so I can't, you know, I feel bad for him that he dropped his car, but he's got to learn if he drops it, and if he's not careful with it, we're not just going to jump and get it as soon as he does. He's got to be patient and wait. GLMD, I'm definitely more short biased with it, just because it's up so much already. But with these pumps like this, you never really know what they're going to do. You know, they could start running up. You never really know. No, I mean, we're not at a hotel. We're at a house right now. Like, we're at my like a beach house right now. So nobody's gonna get the car. It's under our deck at our house here. So the car will be okay. Alright, you want me to grab your car? Alright.
It's all the way down.
Alright, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get his car. Okay, so all is right with the world. My son has his car.
Now he's coming back.
VKTX. LRGR.
Check now.
Yeah, LRGR, cheaper penny stock, is running. It's up to 99, right around $1 now.
I'm thirsty. I want to drink.
Yeah, everybody, don't worry. I got the car. Emergency is solved. I got the car. He's okay now. He's running around racing the car.
I'm thirsty. Now he's complaining for something else.
You're thirsty now? Maddie, will you do me a favor and grab him a Gatorade out of the fridge?
There's these little juice boxes.
Yeah, grab him a juice box.
Okay.
Thank you. TNDM testing the highs of the day here. CNAT, CNAT. Look at CNAT, up to 503 now. And CNAT's tradable as well. Alright, so here goes play, bouncing up to the 5450 level, testing the VWAP now. That looks interesting.
That was mine.
SPLK went on a nice little run today, but it's more expensive. What did RH end up doing? RH ended up running. Surprising. thinking about getting in short on play here. The SPY is tanking today. Look at the SPY wash. I'm surprised more stocks aren't following the SPY, really. BSTI running up some.
Does Daddy ever have a trampoline?
No, he doesn't have a trampoline, bud. That's only at our house. LMFA. LMFA starting to come up some. Been spiking a little bit this morning.
Daddy ever have a trampoline at his other house?
Yeah, not at this house, bud. There's no trampoline here.
And there's no trampoline anywhere else.
I'm sorry, bud.
Disappointment. Is trampoline in the other houses?
Yeah, there's trampolines at some other houses, bud. MEET guys is pushing up.
Oh, you got your juice box.
You didn't save me a sip, Jack? That hurts my feelings, bud. But it's all gone now. Oh, no, it's not. You did save me a sip.
Barely.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, there's still some in there. NAKD looks interesting. It's testing these lows now. It's not tradable in TradeNet, unfortunately, though.
They're out and back. They're out on the porch.
Fareed, it is, I'm using TradeNet. No, mine's not frozen.
Oh, come here. Come here, buddy. Yeah. Too much.
Alright, so PLAY continues to get rejected at the VWAP area at 54.40. Is mine frozen too? Let me see. I can always tell if it's frozen by looking at the SPY. My SPY's moving. Yeah, it's definitely frozen. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Thinkorswim this morning. Yeah, I don't think it's. Let me know if rebooting helps. If rebooting helps, I'll use it. But I thought I had another setup here with the VWAP in it. Yeah, let me know if restarting it helps. I think mine's frozen too, unfortunately. That's weird. Still nothing. Yeah, Thinkorswim must be down. Alright, well, the good news about using these two is I can just use TradeNet for now.
Have you ever seen a flying train?
A flying train?
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't, buddy.
No, I saw the one from Super Wings, and you saw it from Super Wings.
From Super Wings?
Yeah.
You like flying trains?
Yeah.
I like flying trains too.
I saw a big airplane with a train under it.
A big airplane with a train, huh? That's cool.
At the Dumpy House.
Wow.
That was Trump's birthday.
I like trains too, bud. Sorry, I'm just getting my trading window together, guys, since Thinkorswim apparently crashed. So I'm just trying to organize this some. If you're wondering, this is Thinkorswim's trading window. Just gonna have to do it this way. Let me know once Thinkorswim gets back up. So VKTX is back over 11. And PALY actually broke above 54. RCII Lizard, that's rough, man. Yeah, I'd contact Thinkorswim about that. They may reimburse you, who knows. Let's look to see where RCII is at this point. Hey, it depends on where your entry is. RCII is up. I mean, it's testing 12 now. Oh, so you're still green on that trade so far. Somebody let me know if they get Thinkorswim back running. How many of you guys are using Thinkorswim? I'm trying to see if it's a Thinkorswim issue or something worse than that. Make sure it's not like an EMP or something crazy. What's up, Tiny? Yeah, everybody's. Oh, so you're back up on Thinkorswim? Hey, bud. What you doing, man?
I keep falling off the bed.
Man, it's still frozen. It's crazy. Andres, I use a multitude of different things. Mainly, I use I use trade ideas. Yet, look, even the level 2 on, I mean, I know, let me look at a faster movie stuff. Yeah, my level 2 on TradeNet's working fine. VKTX testing the 1090 level again. Weird day in the market. Who knows? Yeah, Javier. Javier, I actually use that sometimes too. He live streams his trade idea scanner. Sonic, get out of here, man, with that nonsense, dude. CNET still pushing up. Yeah, I'm looking at CNET. I don't know what happened with Thinkorswim. I hate using any other charting software. So, yeah, I'm live every day, John. I didn't mean to like repeat exactly your message, but your name's John too. So I was basically saying, yeah, I'm live every weekday morning, from about 8:45 market time till about 10:15, 10:30. But yeah, I live stream my trades every day. Today's a weird day though. My Thinkorswim is down. Still frozen. Yeah, it's still frozen. Weird. Like, I can't tell if CNET is just not moving or if this is frozen as well. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Thinkorswim's not working, Jeremy. Javi, alright. Yeah, appreciate it, Javi. But yeah, that channel Javi mentioned, they live stream their trade idea scanner every morning, and I actually use that as well. He has like a momentum scanner, high of the day scanner, low of the day. It's a cool channel. Hey Meryl, no need to apologize to us, man. I'm sorry that happened on your first day. I can say this is pretty rare. You know, Thinkorswim. I mean, I have had problems with Thinkorswim in the past, but it's pretty rare. Most of the time, it's pretty on point usually. So today's just kind of an outlier. But yeah, don't worry about it, Meryl. I'm sure everything will be okay tomorrow. They'll probably get it up and running. And if you are trading on Thinkorswim or TD Ameritrade and you lost money because of that, contact them. I don't know for certain. I can't say what they'll do, but you know, they're pretty good about, you know, reimbursing and you know, if their platform screws up, usually they'll rectify it. All right, for sure, Mark. That's what I was saying. I was talking about earlier in the stream. I was talking about brokers that, if I ever become consistently profitable and get my account up there with TradeNet, which brokers I would switch to, and it would be between Centerpoint and Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers, you can't really beat their commission price. I think there's a $10,000 minimum deposit though, and so I do have to get my account up there first. Alright, so RCII is tradable. This is one I'm kind of watching now. If it keeps getting rejected at 12 and breaks underneath this level right here, I got to figure out how to draw lines on TradeNet. Man, I have no idea how to do this. There we go. If it breaks underneath here, may think about shorting it. It all depends. Down to... Wow, it automatically did that for me. Down to here. All depends though. Don't want to force anything, especially with this weird day in the market. Thinkorswim's back. There it goes. Yes, sweetie. I'll be done soon. I'm almost finished.
Okay, because we're hungry.
Okay, yeah, here. Hey guys, we're gonna go eat breakfast over here. I don't know what happened with Thinkorswim. I don't want to force anything in this weird day. So, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I day trade live every weekday morning, from about 8:45 a.m. until about 10:15, 10:30 market time. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, if you want to do me a favor and help support this channel and appreciate this content, click the like button right now on this video. It does help support us. I appreciate any support I can get, guys. So if you can click the like button, I definitely appreciate it. I think Mitch is going to be streaming now. Let me see. I think Mitch is going to be streaming. So if he is going to be streaming, click the link here. You can go check out Mitch's channel. He'll be streaming as well. And yeah, guys, have a good day. Hopefully Thinkorswim will behave tomorrow. And yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. I'll see you all tomorrow at the same time. Thanks for watching, guys.